Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to share with you my recent Barnes & Noble Criterion haul. Barnes & Noble is doing a 50% off sale, so I thought I would take a trip to the store. And I always like to visit my local Barnes & Noble a couple of times a year at least. Of course, I place some online orders, but I always like to visit the store to check to see what the stock levels are, particularly on Criterion releases. And I noticed over the last couple of years that the stock seems to be lower and lower, but I always like to see what's there, what's available. I really enjoyed my trip to Barnes & Noble, but I do have to say that there wasn't as much as I thought there was going to be there. They always have some Arrow titles on sale, it seems like, during this time, and I was even lucky enough to find one Indicator title, which I will share with you in the Indicator haul, and I'll mention that I picked it up at Barnes & Noble. It wasn't on, I think a few of the Indicator titles were on sale, but this one was not, so I will share that with you. But I did pick up some great titles, and at this point for my Criterion collection, I'm trying to fill in some blanks, some films that I haven't had a chance to pick up that I'm a little bit concerned might go out of print. So you'll see a few titles in this particular haul that are where that applies. And this is the first one, and this is, I can't believe I didn't have this, The Beatles: A Hard Day's Night. So this is spine number 711, and there's the back of that one. And I'll just hold it up here too, so if you want to pause the video, you can look at the extra features on it. I did decide to pick up the Blu-ray edition of this, not the 4K, but they only had a couple of copies of this left, and this is one of the ones I think that's been around for a little while anyway, so I was concerned that it might be going out of print. And I think I'm always concerned with a lot of these titles going out of print because there are a few that I'm looking for that are already out of print. So. But this looks like it has a lot of great extra features on it. I'm a big fan of the Beatles. I love music as well. So I'm happy that I picked this one up. And like I said, I can't believe I didn't have this one in my collection, but it was at the top of my list to sort of fill in a blank there. The next one I was able to see on Amazon Prime, but I think it's been on the Criterion channel before, and I really enjoyed it. A lot of times I'm using streaming services to preview titles before I pick up the physical media, just to understand what the rewatchable aspects of the film would be. Some films I feel like I could only watch once or twice, but other films I feel like I could watch these over and over through the years, and this was definitely one of those. This is Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn in Charade, and this is spine number 57. These are all sealed too, by the way, just to let you know, because I just picked them up. So usually I will leave them on my shelf till I'm ready to watch them, especially if I've already watched the film on a streaming service. But this one is moved from 1963. It's got a couple of extra features on it, including an audio commentary featuring director Stanley Donen and screenwriter Peter Stone. So I'm happy I added this one to the collection as well. The next one is, I did a video about a documentary called Z Channel, and I really got some great recommendations from that movie, and it's a documentary that I'm sure I'm going to be watching over and over again. And one of those is a movie that I hadn't seen before. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it even, but I decided to pick it up, and this is a director-approved edition of Heaven's Gate, and this has, I think, the director's cut on it as well. There's the back of that one. This is the Blu-ray release. It is spine number 636 from the Criterion collection. And I'm just looking to see, because I believe there was an additional cut of this movie. Disc 1 has the new restored transfer of Michael Cimino's cut of the film, supervised by Cimino, which is great. And then Disc 2 has the extra features with new interviews with Chris Christopherson, soundtrack arranger and performer David Mansfield, and the second assistant director. This one also has a booklet with an essay, featuring an essay by critic and programmer Julia Dagnolo, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, Valian, and a 1980 interview with Cimino. So anyway, I love this, and I'm really excited to give this a watch, and it was one of the films that was talked about in the movie Z Channel, so I'm excited to watch this one. This next one has been on my list for a while, and I really don't know that much about it, but I'm going to give it a try, and that is Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. So there's the front of that one, and there's the back of that one with tons of extra features on this one. This is spine number 836 from the Criterion collection, movie from 1970, so I'm a big fan of movies from the 70s, and so this has lots of extra features on it as well. And I thought this one was, Roger Ebert, of course, had something to do with this movie. He did the screenplay for it. So I was interested for that reason. Roger Ebert, of course, a film critic for many, many years. And so anyway, I'm interested to watch this movie. I haven't seen it yet. This is another one where I don't know if you watch on YouTube. There is the Criterion Collection has a channel, and of course they have various people coming into the Criterion Closet, which I love watching those videos. And so this came from one of those videos where someone was recommending this movie. I can't remember exactly who it was, but this is The Ascent. Larissa Shepitko, hopefully I pronounced that correctly there. There's the back of that one. Haven't seen any of these films before, but I was excited to try this one out. It's from 1977, another film from the 70s, and it is spy number 1063. So this one, again, I like to find new favorites. Hadn't had a chance to see this before, so I'm really excited to give it a watch and, hopefully find a new favorite. So this has also, let's see, The Homeland of Electricity, a 1967 short film by Shepitko. Larissa, a 1980 short film tribute, and looks like a couple of other documentaries, which I'm really excited about. I've been watching a lot of documentaries lately too, so this is another set. I cannot believe I did not have this in my collection yet, but it has been on my list for probably years, and that is the Yojimbo Sanjuro box set, and these are spy numbers 52 and 53, Kurosawa movies, of course. And again, I've seen these movies, but have not. I didn't have a physical media copy of them, so I'm trying to add a little bit more to my Kurosawa collection. This has some documentaries on it, lots of extra features there too. And I'll just hold this up so you can see it. See some of the extra features there on the release. Really excited about that. These are movies from the 60s, 1961 and 62. So I'm excited to rewatch these again. This is a movie that I just recently saw, which is a huge favorite. I happen to watch it on the Criterion channel, so I haven't opened this copy of it, but it's a documentary. Again, as I mentioned, I've been watching a lot of documentaries. So this is For All Mankind. Really love this one. Really, really amazing movie. Some footage from the moon landing and the Apollo missions, and I really liked it a lot. I really thought it was great, and so I'm sure I'll be watching this over and over again. From 1989, you really get it's a story of 24 men who traveled to the moon, told in their words and their voices, using the images and experiences from the missions. And it's really mesmerizing, really amazing movie. One of my favorites now. And this is spy number 54 as well. I have a couple more here. This is a new one. Have not seen this before. Directed by Sidney Poitier, Buck and the Preacher. This is a later release, I think, from the Criterion Collection. Spy number 1140. There's the back of that one as well. And again, just hold it up so you can see some of the extra features. This is a movie from 1972. Again, movies from the 70s. This one also has interviews with Sidney Poitier and Belafonte from 1972 episodes of Soul and The Dick Cavett Show. I'm a big fan of The Dick Cavett Show as well. I love to watch old episodes on YouTube, and I've got some interviews on DVD also. So lots of extra features on this one. Really excited to watch it for the first time. And finally, this one I did not have in my collection either, but I've seen it before, and this is the release of My Man Godfrey, and there's the front and back of that one. There's the back of that one with some extra features on it. This is spy number 114, an early release from the Criterion Collection. Movie from 1936, in black and white, of course, and a new program featuring jazz and film critic Gary Giddens, a new interview with critic Nick Pinkerton on director Gregory LaCava, outtakes, radio theater adaptation of the film from 1938. So I'm really excited about this. I've been watching a lot of older films as well lately, and so this one I'm excited to give a rewatch too. So that is my first haul from Barnes & Noble for the Criterion Collection, and let me know in the comments below what you picked up. If you're excited and participating in the sale, that would be great. I'm not sure if I'll make another trip to Barnes & Noble this month, but I'm probably going to have another online order. I'm always adding to my list. Of course, as I mentioned in other videos, I'd love to have everything from the Criterion Collection, but I have to be somewhat selective and pretty much participate in the sales and add to my collection when I can. So November is one of those times when I will do that. get ready for the long, cold winter, so I have plenty to watch during the winter time. So again, I probably will place one other order before the end of the month. So thanks so much for watching today. Again, let me know in the comments below what you picked up, if you're planning to pick up something. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. That would be awesome. I sincerely hope that everyone is safe and well, and I'll talk to you soon.